this will be interesting that you can see Herrera and the very edge of the far right of your screen.
Yep.
It's almost like he has to commit at this point, Kevin, or else he'll just be caught in no man's land. You know, he was sitting in, I think, was he 11th at the 5K mark? So, you know, can he maintain contact and just latch onto that front group?
Well, and just ahead of him for a moment there, not anymore, was Brandon Garnica of BYU. It was an interesting little proxy war. But that was BYU's third with Colorado's fourth. So if Herrera could get up there with Garnica, be tough for BYU to come back after that. And the fifth runners right now, Colorado's at 5K was at 31 with Horniker, and BYU's Zach Jacklin was at 36. So this is close. This is going to be close.
Yeah, no, and a rundown of the rest of the squads in that top 5. Number 3 was Ole Miss with 138 points. And then I mentioned it would be interesting to see how Iona's doing. They have actually moved up to 4th, moving up about 1 spot from the 3K mark. So
the story to me in this front pack is Keyshawn Harrison, the freshman from Colorado, who's hanging right in there with his experienced teammates. And we talked about him at the top of the show as someone who is key to Colorado's success. I didn't expect him to be this good, though.
Right. It was like, could he hang on to Herrera? Now we might be flipping that script a little bit. Again, we got to run full 10K though here in November, and you know, you never know what to expect from a freshman, but he is in the fight. He's in the mix right now. You see him just off to the left of your screen a little bit there. Could be an impressive day here for the freshman. Andrew Jordan still there on the far left for Washington. They were number 5 coming into this. He was 10th at the 5K split. Washington's next man was 28th.
Should have been Talon Hull, I believe, who ran well at Beantown for them. BYU with 2 in that front pack with Mantz and Heslington. And in a race that's going to be this close, and with that many guys that close together, whether or not Mantz finishes 1st or 9th could be all the difference. Get a look here at where they're at on the course. They're running right alongside that forest and the outside of this course. So a little bit of a gap. I'm counting 12 now in that front pack.
So yeah, that pack of 12, and then I do believe Herrera is kind of lost in the mix there. Is that Klecker starting to fall off a little bit as well? Keep an eye on that. But again, you know, they can afford to they have a little wiggle room here as far as the team battle goes. Again, they were up 23 points over BYU through 5K.
Well, Klecker dropping back, not as damaging to Colorado when you have Harrison filling into a slot there.
Again, we're about 6.5K through, 1.5K to go. Who's got the wheels here? Isai Rodriguez, good to see you again.
Yes, didn't miss a beat, I don't think. I mean, this is a very good return to NCAA racing for Rodriguez. Shows last year was no fluke, and shows that whatever issues he had in the spring are behind him. So that's Titus Chariot now. Oh no, excuse me. It's Eamon Kemboy. Yeah, Eamon Kemboy moving to the front. And, you know, we talked a lot about Kyoko because he won at Louisville, but Kemboy was 4th in that race. He was 7th at the NCAA championships last year. Outdoors in 2018, he was 5th in the 5,000. This guy's a perennial All-American.
Things are starting to open up here. Kemboy and Rodriguez and Mantz trying to push here. I don't know if all these top 10 guys can all hang on here. Can they get? We're just a little over a K to go now. Who's the real deal? They're starting to feel the hurt a little bit. Can Cushy hold on here for Nebraska?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. You mentioned before the longer distances. He's acquitted himself well, but this is a whole different animal. There's Kemboy there.
Man, we are going right now. They're rolling. They're going a little uphill right now, but the pace is still hot. They're getting after it right now.
Yes. 3 guys here in the front. A Campbell athlete we didn't anticipate there with Eamon Kemboy, though perhaps we should, overshadowed by his teammate Athanas Kyoko, but Mantz and Rodriguez. And those guys were pretty close last year at the NCAA championships, and Rodriguez had more over that final finishing stretch. Mantz actually had spikes come out of his shoe in that final kick, which didn't help things at all. Still ran really well. But these three, Alex, have broken away.
Look at this battle brewing up here. We're under a K to go. These guys were 3 abreast with just under a K to go. We were about 20-20 at the 7K mark, and there's a move, though.
Jacob Heslington of BYU, that would be big for the Cougars. But right with him is Klecker, and you see 2 other Buffaloes behind. Colorado's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, I think
in this race.
You can see the team battle shaping up behind this pack. But again, right now it is Kemboy, Rodriguez, and Mantz. 1, 2, 3 right now, trying to hang in. We'll have just we'll go around one more big kind of curve here, hug the very tip end of this course, and then they'll dip under the start line, and we'll have a final 400 meter to go. 7.4K of 8K. We have about a half mile to go now, and Mantz to the front. You just won't shake the kid.
No, you can't. And Mantz, this is his best strategy to win the long drive from far out. I mean, 4th in the 10,000 outdoors, run some really good times for 5,000 and 3,000, but I think he wants to extend this push. He wants to extend this drive. He doesn't want it to come down to that last straightaway if he can avoid it. Kemboy now, though, counters.
Yeah, but Rodriguez also sitting there. I mean, he's looking pretty calm and collected here. I don't know if they've quite taken a look. See, like, we have our second BYU athlete coming in there. He's in 4th, so BYU currently going 2 and 4 right now with their 1-2 spots. They're going to come under the banner here and just have 400 meters remaining. It's Mantz, Kemboy, and Rodriguez with 400 meters to go here at the pre-nat invite. Into the home stretch. Mantz and Kemboy. Rodriguez there on the outside. Connor Mantz to the front. Does he have the wheels to hang on here? Kemboy holding on to that inside rail. Rodriguez trying to find an opening. Is he going to try to split them? Rodriguez going on the inside here is trying to find that opening, but he just can't find his opportunity yet. Kemboy driving home. Both Mantz and Kemboy, a long drive out here trying to hang on. We knew that Camels would try to win this thing from the front, but he has not shaken Connor Mantz. Connor Mantz now with a slight edge. It's Mantz and Kemboy. Rodriguez still there. It's going to be tight. Mantz, Kemboy, Rodriguez. Mantz with a slight edge right now. Who's going to have the final kick? Mantz with about a half step over Kemboy right now. Now 3 steps, now 4. It looks like Connor Mantz will fire away into a pre-nat title, leading the BYU Cougars with a first place finish. Looks like BYU's gonna go 1-4 to kick things off in the team battle.
That's Heslington crossing for BYU after Kemboy and Rodriguez. George Kusha comes across, and Andrew Jordan for Washington. And here comes Colorado, gets 3 right there with Dressel, Klecker, and Harrison.
Really big pack there for Colorado. Klecker looks like he might have a side ache. Hope it's just a side ache, not a hip injury. The BYU just got another one coming.
So there's BYU's 3, and then there's Colorado's 4, and there's BYU's 4. So it's going to come down to 5 here. I think we'll see if we can sort this out.
Ole Miss has got about 4 guys in, I think, right now.
Ole Miss running very well. Also, it's tough to sort out. They're all looking for their 5th runner here at this point. Yeah, Balsandali, great run for Iona.
This is going to be tight. Waiting on those 5th runner scores right here.